Hephaestus, the blacksmith god. Chapter 1. The divine origin of Hephaestus. In the complex and sometimes contradictory pantheon of Greek mythology, the birth of Hephaestus occupies a special place, being shrouded in divine symbolism and drama. The son of Hera, the queen of the gods, Hephaestus is not just a simple product of a union between the gods, but the result of a decision full of pride, anger, and rebellion. His origin reflects not only the myth of a divine birth, but also the turmoil of a goddess wounded in pride and jealousy. According to one of the best-known versions of the myth, Hephaestus was born without the intervention of Zeus. Hera, humiliated and furious after Zeus brought Athena into the world without a mother, directly from his forehead, a symbol of pure reason and male superiority, she decided to take revenge. Wanting to prove that she too could create life without a man, Hera conceived and gave birth to Hephaestus alone. Thus, he is not only a divine son, but a symbol of maternal pride and the claim of the creative power of women. However, in this creation born of rebellion and suffering, the myth introduces a tragic nuance. Hephaestus was born deformed. Unlike the other Olympian gods, perfect in their beauty and physical harmony, he was crippled, lame, and in some versions, even hideous in appearance. This deformity is interpreted by some ancient authors as a cruel irony of fate. Hera, in an attempt to demonstrate her creative independence, gave birth to an imperfect child. Another version suggests that the deformity Hephaestus appeared after being thrown from Mount Olympus, but it remains clear that his appearance into the world was not received with joy. Symbolically, his unusual birth places Hephaestus in a marginal position from the first moment of his existence. Although he is born of the gods, he is not accepted by them. Although he is part of the Olympian family, he is rejected and thrown, both literally and metaphorically, outside the perfect circle of divinity. This act of exclusion represents not only Hephaestus's personal drama, but also the beginning of a unique existential trajectory among the gods, that of the isolated creator, of the brilliant artist born of suffering and marginalization. And some alternative myths, Zeus is considered the father of Hephaestus, but these versions do not change the deeply symbolic nature of his birth. The fact that Hera is the dominant figure in the act of creation remains constant, outlining a goddess with pride, suffering and human reactions, and a world of men, where Zeus, Poseidon and Hades dominate the sky, the sea and the underworld. Hera tries to assert her power through a creative gesture, but is punished by a motherhood marked by shame and rejection. This early scene of Hephaestus' life is essential for understanding his entire myth. It is not just a simple story about the origin of a god, but a parable about imperfection, about how beauty does not guarantee acceptance, and genius can be born from deep humility. Hephaestus is a different god from the moment of birth. He does not shine through beauty, but through what he creates, and a mythology where goddesses give birth out of desire, out of love, or through natural forces. The birth of Hephaestus is a rational creation, motivated by jealousy and ambition. Hera does not. He wanted a child, but a victory. But in return he received a painful lesson about the limits of will and the unpredictability of divine destiny. Thus, the origin of Hephaestus is not only a mythological episode, but also a profound meditation on the condition of creation. That not everything that is created with great intentions comes out perfect, that beauty is not always external, and that true value is not seen at the first moment, but is proven over time, through action, through talent, through the inner fire of transformation. And the Greek mythological universe, where goddesses give birth to perfect and luminous gods, and the children of the gods are endowed with great powers and unearthly beauty, The story of Hephaestus' birth stands out with a serious, tragic and disturbing note. He is not a story of the triumph of life, but one of shame, abandonment and suffering, a beginning marked by imperfection and rejection. Hephaestus was born, as he says myth, following an impulsive and arrogant decision by Hera.